The Celtic reject has been rejected by FC Utrecht, and now it looks like Barkas. I'm not going to say his first name because I don't want to botch it, but it looks like Barkas
Vasilis
will be leaving Celtic on a free. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Football. And the 29-year-old goalkeeper that came to Scotland with all the hype, with all the money behind him, the £4.5 million big summer signing for Celtic, Vasilis Barkas is no longer a Celtic player. He has agreed a release with Celtic after basically Utrecht saying we do not have the money to sign you. So Barkas has spent the last season at Utrecht on loan. Now whether he's impressed there or not, we don't know, but Utrecht came out and said they didn't have the financial funds, they were not capable of making the move permanent, which is what Celtic wanted. They wanted to try and recoup some of that £4.5 million that they spent, and that's perfectly acceptable because £4.5 million, Celtic and Rangers, I'm not saying they're breaking the bank, but they can't really afford to be buying flops at that rate.
No, and that's exactly what he is.
And that is exactly
so don't
what
worry
he
though,
is.
for Utrecht, I mean, a pretty decent club in the Dutch league, they feel like they can't afford that.
I mean, it is, but we don't know how much Celtic would have wanted.
Well, with a year left on his deal, I mean, how much would they really have been asking for?
Well, according to your valuation, you probably think they could have gotten for a packet of crisps and a Bavarian brew or something.
Like, he's not even worth that. He's like sugar-free iron brew.
Sugar-free, full of shite. No sugar, just shite here. But yeah, Barkas then is agreed a deal with Celtic, and Celtic have basically just let him go. Let him go free. I mean, it makes sense when you think about it, though. I mean, if Celtic don't let him go free, then he stays at the club and they pay his wages for another year. So, I mean, that isn't exactly ideal for either. Now, I'm assuming he's gained some sort of compensation.
Well, to release him, they would probably just have to pay the remainder of his contract.
But it's like a mutual agreement. It's not a release. It's a mutual agreement.
Well, maybe it's like half his contract.
He wants to leave, but no one's really willing to pay for him. So, it's like it's a situation where he can only leave, really, if he...
We're never going to find out what the exact amount is, but he's definitely got... It's not like he's walked away with nothing here. It'd be funny if he did, and Utrecht went, no, we don't want you, mate, you're shite.
Yeah, so...
That'd be him left without a job.
But I actually thought Barkas potentially had a chance of seeing some game time. We know that he was signed by Lennon, and it was his first season that really done the damage. Ange Postecoglou, when you think about it, hasn't. He's worked with Barkas, of course, but we've not really seen what Barkas can do with a run of games in this Celtic team under Ange Postecoglou, and we'll never get to see that because not only is Barkas going, but Big Ange is going as well, so get it right up, yous. But anyway, the point I was trying to make is, we'll never see this duo of Ange.
This fucking great duo.
Well,
the two-man par.
Unless he signs him for Spurs, I mean, I could sign him on a fucking free. Anyway, we'll never really see what Barkas could do for Ange, but I do feel like this upcoming season could have been an opportunity for Barkas because we've seen Bain again, and the last time Bain played against Hibernian, it was abysmal. And Joe Hart, in my opinion, is done. I think Barkas could have maybe had another chance at Celtic, and you know what? Why not give him another go? See that year they lost the league. It wasn't.
Yeah, like why would they give Scott Bain? I know there's we need to fill the homegrown quota. What, you trying to with Scott Bain, the difference maker?
I know, but I just feel like he deserves another chance. That was a bad season for Celtic. He wasn't the only shit player that year.
You see, if a team like Utrecht want him, right, who are mid-table in the Eredivisie, can he really be that bad?
Exactly. But my point is, like, I think he deserved another season. Siegrist is constantly... I mean, this guy, I think, he could have played a part. Now, mate, I'm not too sure how much he's on in terms of wages. I would have to assume he's on a hell of a lot more than Scott Bain, and that could be why Celtic
don't
want him.
Yeah, if you're brought in for $4.5 million, I'd say you are.
But you know what? I don't think Barkas has got a fair shout, to be fair.
No, see if you're like a third choice goalie and you're on like a decent amount a week, man.
That's a waste of money, like, isn't it?
I know, you're getting a gift of a job.
You're doing nothing. You're going to turn up to work, not even working and getting paid for it. So you're turning up to, I say sit in the bench. Do the third choice keepers even get to sit in the fucking bench?
Well, they get to sit in the canteen.
The dressing room. And I sit in the canteen. That's what Ange must have been in his lifetime.
Third choice goalie.
That's why he's so fucking fat.
Well, you know, mate, I love being a third choice goalie.
Anyway, look, a good canteen down at Spurs. But yeah, Barkas then, guys, has agreed to leave Celtic. Mutual deal here. And his release has been granted. And you know what? I'm not going to criticise him too much. When we did see him for Celtic, he was shite, but it could have just been a bad season. It happens.
It was a bad season.
Well, yeah, but I mean, it might be better than what he showed. That's my point.
Yeah.
And with that said, would you take me to be the next number one at Rangers?
Hell fucking no, brother.
And there you go, guys. That's it. We're ending the video right there. Barkas to Rangers is a no. Barkas is gone for Celtic. Can Barkas maybe go to Spurs and reunite up with Ange Postecoglou and create the magnificent duo that we never seen? Who knows? We'll catch you in the next one, though. Ange to Spurs, close to being confirmed. Very, very close, guys.
Fed later.
Fed later on. Till next time, though. Peace.